Hey everybody, Jesse with BRS Fresh, and today I want to talk to you about another cool stone in our collection, and that is Redwood Petrified stone. This is part of that Petrified community. We've got a few of those, and this is another one. It's very durable, it's dense as you'd expect with the Petrified community, but take a look at these really unique striations, the colors, tons of pockets, tons of areas of which you can plant things, you can make caves with this. I will say, because I've talked about this with some other ones as well, you know, of course you're gonna rinse this before you put it in, that makes sense. It's actually not super flaky, so don't expect like a lot of stuff to be falling off of the stones. But I will say one of the things that's interesting about this one is that it does seem to me to have a little bit of a front and back, right? Some of the stones we've talked about in our videos, you can really scape any direction. I think some of these though, they really feel like they've got a front side, you know, front facing side, and maybe one that you keep to the back. So keep that in mind when you're scaping with this one. But here's what I want to do. I want to do things a little bit differently with this one. A lot of times we're scaping like this, right? Or we're scaping like this. We're gonna do something a little bit different with this one. I want to take this one straight vertical. And here's why, right? I'm gonna give a little padding here, and of course you'd want to secure this to the bottom of your tank if you were to do this. But this is petrified stone. Like, what is petrified stone, right? We're talking about trees, right? That the organic material of the trees has gone underground. It's dissolved in an oxygen-free environment. Those gaps has been filled with minerals from groundwater that has hardened over millions of years. It's become petrified. But the fact that that's where this began kind of made me think this would be cool to do a little differently. In other words, I'm gonna go vertical with this. I'm gonna start putting a number of these stones in here, and I'm gonna go vertical, and I'm not going to try to crush these things. And again, guys, this is just my example or something that I'm messing around with. There is no right or wrong way to do this, and you can do it however you want to. But I'm gonna take a look at what this could be if we sort of recreated a bit of a petrified forest, right? Like, if these are largely vertical, could this be a little bit of a fossilized reenactment of what the forest might have been? And take a look at that. Now think about where you could put plants in here. Think about where your shrimp, where your fish could run and hide and swim around in here. Think about the fact that with this rock, and this is unique to this one or unique to a couple of them, I would say this is one of those rocks where you don't actually have to plant anything, right? Plants would pop on this, don't get me wrong, but look at this scape right here that I just threw together. I mean, this is one of those rocks where I don't think it requires plants to look cool. And if you did want to do plants in here, for me at least, I would have them be a little bit more subdued. Like, check out this little Anubis in here. Like, I would just do something more micro like this, right? Something that allows the rocks to really still pop. Now, I haven't actually even used all of the rocks that come in this box. And I love that fact, and I've said that before. I love that you have options. But here's what I'm gonna do next. This is one idea, but I wanna show you that the versatility of this rock, you could actually go different places. I'm gonna take out these exact same stones. And what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna go more of what that kind of traditional laid down look could be. I think in this case, I'm gonna roll this one this way. And let me show you here. You can come back to this if this is something that you want to do, and you can lay these things out and still take advantage of how cool this rock is. So I'm just gonna put these here like this, create a couple little islands. I'm looking around to see which side do I want to use. I think on this one, I might actually come back with a little bit of a vertical mix here. So I'm gonna move this one to the back, set this one up vertical, and then I'm going to lay down these kind of in front of it like this. Let's see what that looks like. So again, pretty minimalist look. You can definitely scape these on their side. You can definitely stack these. These for sure have the ability to stack just in the way that they're laid out, but they actually have enough grip to them to where you're gonna be able to stack them easily. Of course, you still wanna glue them, but you're gonna be able to stack them while you're scaping and exploring. So lots of options. You get a lot of options. You can go vertical, you can lay these down, you can create island mounds of them. It is petrified, so yes, could you break it? Could you scatter some little pieces? Of course you could, but it's gonna be a little bit harder than some of the other rocks that are a little bit more flaky. No matter what you do though, I think you're gonna make an awesome looking scape with Redwood Petrified. Talk to you soon.